कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Yesterday we were talking about dispassion, virakti. Virakti or dispassion is that through which you make the world a stepping stone to reach the Lord. There is no hindrance in your movement of higher thought. There are no matter or issues or person whose thought troubles you. There is nothing very indispensable for you. There is no hatred, there is no attachment. And this person can be taken from any situation, put in any other situation. There is more samata in his mind. He can be put with, he's the one whom he likes, he is fine. One whom they don't like, this person, he is fine. I was telling yesterday, his mind has a very big space. Worldly person's mind is a clutter of storeroom, dark storeroom. Small, that stingy, dark storeroom. And this person's mind is like a big sky space. Very big area is where he thinks. Therefore, when he starts thinking, his thoughts go very high. His love is very deep. His compassion is very wide. His tolerance is too much. The depth what you see in the personality of a person is measured by his compassion. How much he accepts the one whom nobody accepts. How much he can tolerate the hardships, bad words, insult. How much he can depend on Lord. How much he can go deeper into meditation. Because dispassion has opened all the gates for him. Absence of dispassion makes the person very short-tempered, intolerant, no compassion, very less compassion, poor thinker. Shallow meditator, short-term japist, irregular pujari, unsacrificing person, hanging to some person in this world. Is called weakness of a person. But the vastness of his bigger emotions, what you see, the gateway is through dispassion. Because he is not afraid of losing anything. Vidrag bhayakrodha. So one who is having an attachment, he is very afraid of losing something. He will hold, he will not have a compassion. Compassion means somebody who is very inferior and very undeveloped than you. Very undeveloped, very inferior. But in your heart, acceptability is there. You don't see the person you don't look down. This is the compassion aspect. That means he is not giver in your life. You are tested by how much you give to the one who does not give to you. If anybody is qualified, anyway he will give you. He doesn't need compassion. Compassion is required by that person who is so unqualified that he can't give you anything. Physically, emotionally he can't give you. Physically he can't serve you. Intellectually he can't help you. But in your heart, because you had dispassion for all these things, what he could have given to you, therefore you say, no, still I will go ahead. I'll accept that. So acceptance without expectance. Catch my word, not acceptance without expectance. I am saying acceptance without expectance. Don't sleep. Acceptance, when you are sleepy, all words appear same. I don't know whether you have heard Pravachan while sleeping. I can see many of you. Some of you, not many. So if you see the words get jumbled up at that time, when you... So the compassion of a person, I also have gone through all this, don't worry about that. I went to some place, I felt sleepy while talking. Jet lag was there. Anyway, then I heard my words. Such jumbled up words I heard. So, the person with the dispassion has a very big compassionate heart. And house is run by compassion, not by justice. Relations are because of compassion, not because of justice. Mother takes care of the child because of compassion, not because of justice. Justice is not done here. Justice is the rule in the court, not in the house, not in the family, not between two people, not between teacher and taught, not between God and Jew. Therefore, relations can be bound together. If you start weighing everybody's faults and how he did and what I did and what you did, and if supposing God starts seeing, then we should have been left long back. We don't deserve to be sitting here also. We don't deserve any compassion. Tell me, today did you do something to deserve compassion? Although day is passing away. I don't think so anybody must have done such big thing. Today has already passed. But still God feeds us, still God gives us the shelter, still God gives us the air, the sun. We don't deserve it. Because God is dispassionate. Because He is not attached to what you can give. If I am attached to what you have to give, then I will never be compassionate toward you. Attached person can never be compassionate. I am attached to something which you can give me, but you are not giving me. Then I have anger towards you, not compassion. Compassion it breaks the boundary. Therefore I said he has a space bigger than the skies, and bigger space is there in his heart. He has depth in his meditation. Even thought comes in his meditation, they fizzle out. Attachment means thought comes and it stays and troubles you. Coming of thought is not a problem. But attachment is a glue that holds the smaller thought. Attachment means hatred also. Both you can They are twins. They will come together. If somebody hates, that means there is some attachment. Therefore, attachment will always, somebody obstructs my attachment, therefore I will hate you. He will never have a good puja because he cannot concentrate. He cannot leave the thought of his attached object in puja. Puja means bring the Lord's thought. Think you are giving to God. But attachment is a tendency to take. I am living to take. And therefore this person will not have a long and good and intense puja. I am telling you how it blocks every path. He will not be a good lover because his love will be based on what you gave to me. A detached person alone is a good lover because even if you don't give, still he will love. Because what you can give, anyway he doesn't want. Well, I'll give you some love. Well, what love is there? I'm not attached to your love. I'm not dependent on your power of giving love. Your love, what love you can give is nothing for me. I'm dependent on God's love, not Jeev's love. If you are dependent on Jeev's love, you will become chutney. Chutney, understand, no? Didn't understand. Which is pounded a lot. No chutney without being pounded a lot and crushed in the grinder, mixer, kya hai, I don't know all that. Huh? Grinder is there. Earlier that sill was there. In our houses, I used to see that our grandmother used to use that sill, used to crush that. You will become a chutney. He doesn't depend on Jeev's love. Jeev can give you very limited love for limited time at limited ways. You don't depend on anybody's love. And he's full of interruption. Quite a frequent disconnection is there in his love, in anybody's love. While you talk, long distance talk is there, very frequently disconnection is there. So wherever I went, I found people's love, quite an interruption is there. 2 days very happy, 3rd day not happy. Morning happy, evening doesn't happy. Morning very happy, evening is not. So there is quite interruption, not dependable love. अरे यार क्या हमको तुम क्या दोगे? हम नहीं चाहिए प्यार तुम्हारा. तुम्हारा 2 कौड़ी का प्यार है. There is no love in you. I need God's love and God will give me love. I have to go for God. No, I'll cry for God's love. I'll get it. Therefore, he is a lover. He is a very powerful lover. Powerful lover means one who can embrace you in spite of your faults. And his love doesn't have interruptions. His love doesn't have ifs and buts. It is in spite. It is not because, Gurudev used to say. It is not heavy. If you did not salute me, you did not worship me, you did not talk to me, therefore I will. All right. Even if you leave me, I will. Doesn't matter. Because he is not dependent on your love. The very beautiful point of this passion is it releases your dependence on any person's attitude or responses. Lot of good things come up. And because Bhagavan is most dispassionate, therefore he can love all. Because he can love worms also. He can love even, what is it called? Ant also. Ant's food is also he has fixed. They don't earn. They don't have money, but their food are ready. Quite fat are there sometimes. Lizards, etc., you can see, quite fat lizards are there. They are overweight, they also are overweight. So virakti is a very beautiful thing. It makes you godlike. Godlike. Godlike means, even if the whole Brahmand is destroyed, God's joy is same. Hatva paisa iman loka na anti na nipatyate. He is not sleeping for every small thing. His mind slips are not there. Because every time you slip, you hurt, and then it takes time to get up. Supposing you say, this person hurt me, that means you'll take time to get healing. It takes time to come back. It's not immediately. You have to rub after you get hurt for some time. Put some lotion, etc. But if you have dispassion, you don't need lotion. You don't get hurt. You're back. You're bouncing. And therefore you can see saints. Don't think saints are not hurt. Or nobody neglects them. And they also know that is neglect. But what? Because they don't want. Therefore they are all the time full of God. I told you, if you're not full of God, you become full from world. Two options are there. Either you become full of God or you become fool from world. It's up to you. Then you will say, oh my God, then you become fool. And then you say, you only, then you will become full. Okay, got you? Achha, next. So, jnanam virakti. Let me go ahead. I think you remember that 5 points which I said which increases dispassion. Number 1 was your lights are on. Intellect. Second is you have regular satsang. That needs punya. Third thing was Guru Bhakti. Fourth thing was Ishwar Bhakti. And fifth was knowledge of the self. Among 5, which is the most powerful for dispassion? Can you guess? Of the 5, which is the most important for dispassion? For a seeker, not for a siddha. For a seeker, what I feel is Guru Bhakti is most important and easy for dispassion. Others will have dispassion with difficulty. May have. The presence of a Guru can really detach the person from every matter. That Guru Bhakti means I am available for you and therefore I am not available for anybody. I cannot be sad because I have to serve my teacher today. How can I be sad? I have no time to be sad. I have no time. I don't belong to anybody. How can I be sad now? How can I be angry? I have no time to be angry. Problem is this. Why? Because I have to go to press his feet. 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, I press his feet every day. And 7 o'clock, you are making me angry. If I get angry, I can't press his feet. Sorry, I cannot be angry. I cannot give time to you. But your marriage is there. I cannot attend the marriage. I have given myself totally. I am not available for anything. Devotion to the God means mentally unavailable for the smallness of the world. I am repeating it. Guru Bhakti means mentally you are unavailable for smallness and cheapness of the worldly thought or worldly issues. Lakshmani was not available for small matters. And if you are available for small matters, that means your Guru Bhakti is less, better to increase it. I have no time. I cannot. And because somebody is live, therefore you get response in the teacher. Ishwar Bhakti, Guru Bhakti is very difficult because you can't get such teacher also. But because you get the response from the teacher, therefore it is easier than getting response from the God if teacher is there. If teacher is not there, then go to the God. Then you need a lot of punya to get a teacher. To get God, you need less punya. To get Ishwar, punya is required. But much more punya is required for this Guru Bhakti. Not to get Guru. Guru Bhakti requires punya. Guru may be there, but Guru Bhakti may not be there. And if that is there, no issue will be big for you. I will see later on. Because I have no time, I cannot make myself, like somebody is going to sing immediately. 8 o'clock is his concert, some international singer. And 7:30 somebody gives him ice cream. Or something greasy. He will say, sorry, I cannot take it, I can't sing. It will affect my performance. I cannot. Or very good student is there, and he is a topper in the university, and exams are from morning 7 o'clock. And he has his study, and 10 o'clock his auntie uncle came. He won't sit and gossip. He will say, Hari Om, Dad and Uncle, and I'm going back. Sorry, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I have to revise the whole thing. Whether he is upset or not upset, who bothers? So we will see later on. First, let me see that. When you are only for one, then only you can conquer everyone. Again say, what did you say? When you are only for one, then you can conquer everyone. When you are not, you don't have any one, then you will be conquered by everyone. Choice is yours. So Guru Bhakti is very strong portion of detachment. And Ishwar Bhakti, of course, is there. And what to say if you have Atma Rati? I quoted Patanjali yesterday also. Tat param purushakhyate gunamay trishnam, he says. If you know that everything is self and Atma, then where you will get attached to? Who will get attached to whom then? There is nobody to get attached to any else thing. Only Atma is there. And remember that if you don't have detachment, you have attachment. I told you a lot of problems are there yesterday. And please note, attachment need not be with a person, it can be with any object also. It can be one tree also. It can be with plant also. What to say of animals? It can be with your room also. It can be with your pen also. It can be with any silly thing. There is one Mahatma was there, he had planted one tree with lot of love, one tree in Uttar Pradesh. And that tree grew up. So he prayed, some very good tree was there, I forgot the name, near Gangaji. He prayed to Gangaji that Gangaji should touch the tree and then go. Gangaji changes the path also, like that. And Gangaji did change the path, and touching that tree, she went. So he had a lot of joy and everything, he celebrated. Next morning somebody came and cut that tree. He hit his head on his earth and died. You don't need something very good to be attached to. He left his home. He got detachment from his mother, father, etc. Job, etc. But one tree, he got caught up there only. Like Jad Bharat, who got attached to the one deer. Attachment means something has become your source of joy, your source of, importance. Something has caught your mind too much, you are giving thought on that subject. I already told all things. So attention is required in the life. If you have no attention to God, you will be in tension. All tension is lost godly attention. Lost God attention is called worldly tension. Please don't mention. So next word, let us see. I'll go ahead, otherwise, again this word will come somewhere else. Again I will say, oh my God, again you will say yes. So much, you are not satisfied or what? No. If I get satisfied, then how can I teach after that? I will be satisfied by what I said. I should not be satisfied by how much I say. Okay? What I say, I should say, okay, I'm very satisfied that this topic is clear. But I cannot put this much only, I will say. I will not explain more to you. That is against Acharya Dharma. Acharam Dharma is that students should come 100 times and he can be available 100 times to explain 1,000 times. Therefore, 18th chapter Bhagavan says, and he said to Arjun, Kachit agyan sammoha pranashtaste dhananjaya. Well, your ignorance is gone. Arjun, thank Arjun that, not thank God, thank Arjun. He said, Nashto moha smrtir labdha. Pata laga, again 3-4 chapter will start. Problem is not with them, problem is with us. Who will buy heart? And problem is, you said you will say something. You didn't tell me anything. Some chapter. And then I have to give talk on all chapters. अब पता भी कुछ में क्या है, ज्ञान वैराग योग हो गया, कुछ भी योग बना देंगे, इसमें क्या है, ध्यान योग हो गया, ज्ञान योग हो गया, मोक्ष योग हो गया, फलाना ढिमाका योग, कुछ भी योग कर देंगे, वो हो जाएगा 4-5 चैप्टर. उनका क्या, भगवान है भाई, फंसते हम लोग हैं. No, this is the Bhagavatam. Let us see now. Satyam 16 chapter, which slok? 26. Satyam shaucham daya kshantihi tyaga santosha arjavam shamodamas tapassamyam titiksho paratishrutam jnanam viraktiraishwaryam shauryam tejo balam smritihi swadantram kaushalam kantihi dhairyam mardamameva cha. Bas. So next word is Aishwaryam. Aishwarya means godliness, Ishwar Bhava is there. Everybody is following somebody, it's called Aishwarya. Rarely I found only place here, nowhere, where one Aishwarya is said to be the Dharma. Nowhere I found. Because Aishwarya is the result of your Punya Karma. I thought, how is it then? Then God only gives little sense. He said, because somebody follows the dharma and gets closer to God, so God's Aishwarya is there with him. It is not possible you are following dharma and you don't have lordliness in you. You will be, I told you just now, you become God-like. If you remember just now I said, you become God-like, not God-man. God-like you become. I told you that story of Namdev ji. Namdev ji and Sant Gyaneshwar went. And Sant Gyaneshwar was a yogi. So he went to have water. So he went inside the well to drink the water. Namdev ji was a simple devotee. He said, what shall I do now? He prayed to God. Whole well started coming up on the top. Up to his mouth the water came and went back. If God is pleased, your life will be a miracle. You don't do anything. Anywhere you go, something will happen. Wonderful will happen because of you. Because you have so much of dharma in you. Dharma is one limb of God. Because you have held the dharma, so dharma is held. If I hold your hand, you are held. I need not hold your leg, head, ears, right hand, left hand, nose, mouth. I need not hold separately. If I hold firmly on one part of the body also, your finger also if I held, your whole body can be held. Oh, I did not think like that. So dharma is Bhagwan's murti. And you are holding on to dharma. After that, do you think a person will have daridra in him? Aishwar will be there. He will be shining everywhere. Vak Siddhi will be there. Sankalp Siddhi will be there. He will not be person from the crowd. Ground floor is quite crowded. As you go on the top, number is lesser. Everywhere ground floor is crowded. Admission people who take are quite a number, but one who comes out after 5 years, he will be 1, 2 only who will be very good. So Aishwar means that he enjoys Lord's Ishwarta. He need not do anything. I told you not Gurudev's story that day, that he saw like that and the rain stopped. If you remember, he saw like that and the rain stopped. This is Aishwarya is there. Nityanand Swami was there in Ganesh Puri, I told you. And there he brought one murti, Ugra Durga. I don't know you have seen or not. Ugra Durga ji's murti is there. So Ugra Durga murti was there. So people said to Durga ji is very ugra. He said, Arey koi baat nahi. He put one cloth on that overnight. Next morning moved, Swami Durga. Aishwarya है इनका. He was going on the train. The TT threw him out. He sat on the railway station. The engine didn't move. Still it is there. That we won't know. This is a trans-logical thing. Logical word is very small area. Somewhere logical is highly illogical. What did you say? Again you woke me. No, I said, not everywhere logic works. What is the logic of love of the mother? He is my son. What is the logic of the love of the teacher? What logic is there? Why teacher should love? What do you give to the teacher? Acceptable. What do you give? There is no logic. Logic means because of this. Everywhere logic does not work. It is not a class of physics and some mathematical class. Equations are not there. And because he is a good student, therefore teacher loves. No, there is not equation there. Teacher will love anybody who will come. Somebody has more surrender, maybe he may get more love. But anybody will come, he will get love from the teacher. I was at one place in Indore and you will not believe, one cow used to come to hear satsang every day. Cow. People were late. Like some of you, run and rush. 1 minute they rush. And they're very happy when they don't see me. But I am seeing you. Come 10 minutes in advance. Or at least 5 minutes. I don't want to see. Cow was never late. And he's standing on the door. Satsang hall was there and there was a door and that cow used to stand and listen like this. And cow has a big ears also. I don't know what cow, Gita talk were there. You don't know which prani is there. All 7 days cow came regularly. I have seen it. No, therefore I am telling you everything. Don't be very logical, everywhere logical. It's not like that. There is very trans-logical world existing. हमको क्या पता, हम लोग पिद्दी लोग, छोटे मोटे लोग, what we know about anything? Mokalpur ke Baba was there. He used to live inside the Ganges on an island. And once in a while he used to come out. And somebody said, my daughter is not getting married or my wife is giving problem, whatever is there. No, so he never gave any updesh, hardly any updesh. He gave only talk to very serious seekers of truth. Ordinary person never talked. Sitting on the ground, he had, mud and stone. He used to hit. If stone had hit you, then you will be cured. If stone was not there, he used to take mud and throw. ये आपको पता नहीं है कितनी बड़ी दुनिया है. You feel somebody is poor person, and devotees. Arey bechara devotee kya hai? One Mahatma was there in Varanasi. He sat on a boat. Abhi he had nothing to give. He said, "Bhai boatsman, take me across." He said, "Paisa waisa hai?" Bole, "Nahi hai." Bole, "Okay, sit there in the corner sit." A crowd came all of a sudden. And they pushed him. They pushed him to the brink of sitting on the edge of that boat. So somehow he was holding and sitting because he had not given money. And they were all joking. Bhagavan said, "Now let me teach them a lesson. You don't know." The boat tilted like that. So he fell down. That Mahatma fell down. But that was on the bank. So he could go across. Then the wind brought that whole boat in the center where the depth was too much. You just don't know how God will work. And there tremendous storm came and whole boat capsized. And all died. But before that, the boat was taken by the wind to the bank, another bank. It was in the middle, where it had to get capsized. But to throw him, it went to the corner. After throwing him, then it was brought back and then it got turned. He was just watching there. He said, and lo, Aishwarya bahut hai devotees ka. Son of a rich person will not be poor, huh? Wife of a billionaire is also called billionaire. When president comes, they say, "Mrs. President, Mrs. Prime Minister." She doesn't know anything. She is from India, some village is there. Kahan gaye rahe? She is talking like that. She doesn't know. I know such people. But she is also honored. She goes to America in White House and she is also given. And the American, the Prime Minister, the President will say, "Ladies and gentlemen, we honor Mr. and Mrs. Prime Minister of India, or Mr. and Mrs. President. We'll give them a hearty welcome. Please give them a hand." So they will say, when you are his son, Lord Shiva's son and Lord Krishna's son, who can touch you? Your Aishwarya won't be there. What do you think about them? Sudama was not poor all the time. Sudama became very rich. Sudama was not, don't think, I'm Sudama. No, Sudama became very rich after some time. Shabri got moksha. Those who don't have, not very good food they cook, they bring to me. And bole, "Swami ji, Shabri hai." Arey, tum kahan Shabri ho, pagal? Because you don't know cooking. And because you don't have a heart to give something good. Therefore you made yourself Shabri, pagal kahin ke. You are Jhabri, not Shabri. Shabri hai. Never you take Lord Ram name and Shabri ban gaye. Because you are conjuice. Shabri got moksha in front of Bhagavan Ram. Jiyu pao nij sahaj sarupa, mam darsan phal param anupa. In front of Bhagavan Ram, Shabri attained moksha. You are not ordinary. Moment you become devotee, you are not ordinary. Bhagavan will see that you get best. I'm telling you, little sadhana you do, you will see these results in your life. What to say of somebody else? The Bhonja may appear that he has nothing else, but everywhere kings used to fall on his feet. You read Ishwar Darshan and wandering in the Himalayas. Garhwal king, this king. Do you think he did something? Nothing you want. Moment you get connected to what? To whom? Brahmand Nayak. So you are also having direct connection with him. Therefore don't make any such person angry. God will be angry. God is directing. Somebody has really served God a lot. Not in this birth. You see only little part of a person. I see only 1-2 hours. I don't see all 24 hours. You see me only 1-2 hours. But you don't see what I do after 10 o'clock and what I do before that. Whole day my door is closed, you don't know what I do. Only I know what you do. No, you don't know. You can guess at the most. Light is off, light is on at the most. Or what I have done in the past. That you don't know. These devotees are not ordinary. Their power is too big. They have pleased the Lord. By their words, by their speech, by their heart, by their detachment. And therefore their Aishwarya is too big. Bhagavan Shankaracharya, Kanakdhara Stotri chanted and the coins started falling. You know the story of that. One old lady could not give him anything in the bhiksha. Amla was there just, gooseberry. And there he started Kanakdhara Stotra. And lo, the coins started falling. You don't know the power of this God's creation. So Aishwarya will always be there with the devotee. He may be, you may see him like rags, somebody is there, but he's not in rags. Swami Nityananda was in Bangalore, near Karnataka before he came to Bombay. He was in one cave, full of snakes. Not a single snake used to bite. Okay. ऐसा नहीं है. It's not like that we have to earn to live. ऐसा नहीं, they don't have to earn to live. They have a biggest earning. Their earning is God only. They have earned God in their life. They have earned God's love in their life. Ye bhajanti tu maam bhaktya maite teshu chapya. This Aishwarya is there. ऐसा नहीं है they are ordinary person. If they say something, it will happen. If they wish, something will happen. They have so much of commitment towards that God. Okay? Therefore, we worship such Mahatmas and therefore we say, you say something, God will listen to you. You say, God will follow what you will say. ऐसा है इनके पास. They have a lot of power in them. They have power in their prayers. Oh. Next word I am coming to. Well, I also want to have so much of power. Then you also become close to God. Without becoming close to God, you want to have power. That power without powerful is dangerous. Lakshmi ji, when she comes alone, she makes an owl of a person, I told you. Lakshmi ji's vehicle is owl. So if you are calling her alone, she will make an owl. That means you will be foolish person. She will sit on your head. Lakshmi ji with Narayan will come on Garuda. Then she will come on Garuda. Otherwise she will make owl. Foolish person you will become totally. Already. Or more foolishness will come. Don't try to become Lakshmi Pati. Become Lakshmi Das. Lakshmi Narayan Das. Become Das. Don't become boss. Otherwise there will be big loss. Next word is Shauryam. शौर्य मीन्स वैलर. ओ ये वैलर कहाँ से आ गया? मैं टू फाइट, यस. विद whom? आई एम रेडी टू फाइट विद एनीबॉडी. ध्यान देना, प्लीज बी केयरफुल नाउ. शौर्यम इज द वैलर. शौर्य धीरज तेहिरज चाका. Satya Seal Dran Dhwaja Prataka. In Vibhishan Gita you have heard, I hope. So Shauryam means what? Dhyan dena, please be very careful now. The life will never be happy with your talents. Life needs a very big support. That support which you are seeking, only God can give you that support. Your security nobody can give you. God has giving power. God has securing power. But He will not secure anybody. Everybody God wants secure. The power of giving security to God, I told you, He secured Arjuna only, not Karna. Not Duryodhana. Rather, He made them more insecure. God is not same. So your life cannot run without God. All sad people are without God. God doesn't mean you put a murti, therefore God is in your life. No, God is in your house, not life. When for every security I rush to God's and I am sure I will be secured, I have no doubt, then I am secured by God. Godless life is sad life. Nobody can give you security. No person. He himself is insecure. How can he give you any security? Nobody can give you that joy that you want. Next birth, good next birth, nobody can give you. What is our requirement? Knowledge you want. God only can give you knowledge. Good situation. I have taken this topic sometime. Good situation, God alone can give you. Teacher, God alone can give you. Satsang, God alone can give you. Pure mind, God alone can give you. Anger-free, lust-free mind, God alone can give you. By effort, you cannot get out of your anger. You may try a lot. You will be more angry after trying. You will find, I think I have controlled my anger, and God will send somebody especially for you. And He will do something. You will feel, I see I am getting, I think I am a saint now. And that only somebody will bring the devil out of you. He has especially planted some people for you. All your jap, you feel where it has gone. I am wasting my time on what? How much you may try, you will be late in getting up in the morning. Okay? ये आपके बस का नहीं है. You cannot manage your life. Life has 100,000 components around it. Your health is there, your father is there, mother is there, brother is there, sister is there, husband is there, wife is there, in-laws are there, son is there, daughter is there, my own intellect is there, my sadhana is there, jap is there, puja is there, financial issues are there, health issues are there, where issues are not there? My old age is there, diseases are there, food is there, whom I don't like, he is with me. Whom I like, he is not there with me, or he is also with me. I got so attached to him. You cannot, by yourself, you cannot go, you cannot run in life. I don't know whether you realize or not. There are a lot of issues which need divine intervention. When I was here initially, when I came, there's a passage here between this wall and the neighbor's wall. What is it called? Pathway. More than many times I felt somebody jumped and ran. And there was no barbed wire, imagine that time. And no alarm system. And sometimes my lights off was, and sometimes it was on 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the night. And next morning I got the news that his car has been broken and he has stolen that car, somebody came. And there was no burglar guard, nothing there was there. Nobody even attempted once also to come near. Life is not run by burglar guard, is not security, is not given by the security companies. There are issues which are out of your bounds. You talk about your intellect. One little clot is sufficient to make you fall down. You know this? Brain is there, although it doesn't work, but in the brain, a lot of small veins are there. Ask the doctors, they will understand, make you understand. Very small and little clot, that's called paralysis. You will fall down anywhere. And you won't know also where I am falling also. Not that you think and fall. If anybody has fallen in a safe place, then he was acting. Within 1 second, anything can happen. You are there, your son, daughter must be there. You don't know what is happening there. Sukhi means Jahingirat Agada. Bigger things are not in your hands. And therefore you need God. Which God? Not any God. Giver God. Gracer God. Lover God. And who can be mine God? Who is walking around me? I don't want a stable God. I want a walking God. When I walk, He should walk with me. When I sleep, He should also be sleeping there. Not sleeping, sorry. He should be awake to see me, how am I. When I am doing puja, He should help me in doing puja. When I am meditating, He should come in my intellect and make my meditation wonderful. I tell you, God. When I am doing jap, He should come in my hand and do jap, and in my vani He should come and do His own jap. I can't tell you more than that, God. When I am talking, you should come on my tongue and talk, and heart and head He should talk. He should take charge. I'm not concerned about my talk. I'm telling you, God. You need this God. That God who is stable somewhere. Shantakaram bhujagashayanam. That God is not required. वो गॉड नहीं चलेगा यहाँ पे. उस क्षीर सागर में रहिए भाई. अबे हमको जरूरत है यहाँ पे. अभी हमें आई एम डूइंग मेडिटेशन. कुछ हो नहीं रहा है मेडिटेशन में. आई एम सिटिंग इन मेडिटेशन एंड नथिंग इज हैपनिंग टू मी. सर पकड़ ले क्या? व्हाट कैन आई एक्चुअली हिट माई हेड और व्हाट? वेयर आर यू गॉड? प्लीज कम एंड इंटर इनटू माई हेड and make my meditation more better. बैठे हैं वहां पे कैलाश में बैठे हैं, पता नहीं क्या कर रहे हैं कैलाश में. अरे यहां आइए. भोदू गणेश यहां बैठे हुए हैं, बीजी, एंड आप वहां हैं. Alone you are meditating. हमारा मेडिटेशन में हेल्प ही नहीं कर रहे हैं कुछ. I am doing jap and sleeping most of the time in the jap. I forgot how many malas I did in the past. Then I do. I forgot which one was the last number. I take a higher number. क्या कर रहे हैं आप हमारी लाइफ में? I'm so sad today. Give good thought. What is the purpose of you, God? यार क्या कर रहे हो तुम? I'm very sad today. Make me happy. Please wake me in the morning. Last birth I was buffalo. Only thing difference was I was in the water last birth. This time in the bed. Please come into my. Please just shake me up. If you can't get up, ask somebody to take a cold water. Cold water in the and splash on your face. And whole water should go on the bed so that you cannot sleep there again. Freezer water. I tell you, 1-2 days only is required. After that, ये भगवान नहीं चाहिए आपको ऐसा. Which time is there you don't need God? Which issue is there you don't need God? Tell me which issues you can handle all alone. Give me one issue. You can handle your daughter, your son, your work, your body you can't handle, mind you can't handle, neighbor you can't handle. Are the person who is a neighbor, your room neighbor also you can't handle. Your memory you of course can't handle, forgot which slok was there. One issue you cannot handle alone. आप क्या समझते हो? And you know who handles for you? Your prarabdha comes. लुंज पुंज प्रारब्ध वीक बोले अरे प्रारब्ध जॉय दो, बोले हमने जॉय नहीं तुम्हारे प्रारब्ध में. अरे भगवान को बुलाओ फिर आप. But भगवान will come. भगवान, can you come? Show me. What? I want nishtha. What is the meaning of nishtha? You have utmost faith on me. You do lot of seva for me. You chant a lot for me. You have done lot of renunciation for me. Bhagwan, so much conditions you have put. Yes. Bye. No, don't go, Bhagwan, don't go. What you want? Nishtha. Commitment. Again, what did I say? Have faith on me only. Second was, do tremendous seva and tyag for me. Do everything that pleases me. In other words, in one word which I very commonly say, die for me. Say, Bhagwan, I can die to please you. है निष्ठा वो. This is called shauryam. The capacity to go through the pains to have that commitment is called shauryam, valor, bravery of a spiritual person. A spiritual person has to be very brave. Weakling can't be spiritual. He can only have liquid spirit. है दम, अहंकार भी रहे हो, निष्ठा भी रहे. Arjun said, I want you only. देखो निष्ठा उसकी देखो. Never Bhagavan was there, red eyes all the time. Hey, why you shot to Arjun? Anybody shot? Not everybody's eyes Bhagavan become very angry. No. He had only one commitment. Dashrathji's nishtha. When Sumanji came and said, no, Ram has gone now. Ram has left. He said, where? He said, he's left for forest. He said, when will he come? He said, after 14 years. He said, 14 years? 14 years? He fell on the ground. Bole, one day I cannot live without Ram. One day I cannot live without Ram. He said, take water. He said, no. राम राम कही राम राम कही राम राम कही राम. ये निष्ठा है उनकी. Will you forget your ahankar? There should be some representation of God in your life in front of you. You don't care about anything. Your life is like a small blade of grass in front of that altar. Then whole power of the whole cosmos rushes towards you to protect you, to love you, to embrace you, to give you knowledge. Have something in you. Bhishma Pitama was Devvrat, if you know the story. You know, he has Pitra Bhakti was. Shantanu was his father. Shantanu liked that girl, Satyavati, Matsya Gandha. And he said, why are you worrying? He said, no, I want to marry that. Then that father, her father, Satyavati's father said, no. You know, You already have one son, he'll become the king, he's elder. He said, that's the only issue. No, I won't become the king. His son will become her son, Satyavati. His father said, no. Then if he marries, who? Devvrat. Then his son will be competition. He said, that's the only issue, I won't marry. He said, your joy is most important, Pitaji. I'll give my life for you. What is this small marriage and what small power? You are God for me. He said, wow, such a tyag. He said, yes, I see God in you. I can lay my life. One after another life I can lay. What is that? The joy of having a woman, joy of having a kingdom. Both he left. Like a sannyasi lives, he left while living in the palace, which is surrounded by women, wine and power around. Then he got the Ichha Mrityu Vardhan, that you will die at your will. And therefore God was pleased and he came near him towards the end. You saw the story. One place you see God and you become very powerful. Even in one stone you see God, you will become powerful. Forget about living person. The capacity to tyag, but it requires, you cannot have ahankar also and God also. God says, no, I can't accept you. You don't have a nishtha. You are seeking security from ahankar. You live for ahankar, you live for family, you live for wife, children, you live for your own reputation, your name, fame, you don't live for me. I'm not going to support you. Already you have your own support. Now go with that support system. Your dilapidated, stupid, foolish, fringy, ahankar support system which is going to crack. Already it is cracked. You go and sit on that. I'm not going to be with you. It is one who leaves this ahankar, leaves this manta, worships the God, pleases him day and night, day and night, day and night. Gives up everything for him. For him, God dances. Not for everybody God will come. You will not go for everybody. Forget about God. God is not for everybody. All pervasive God doesn't work. My dancing God, talking God, walking God, eating God, sleeping God, who sits in my mind, who is controlling my mind, who is giving me thoughts 24 hours, who is sitting on my tongue and dancing on my tongue, who is dancing in the twinkle of my eyes. I need that God. Each pore of my body should be pervaded by Shiva, by Krishna. That God is required. That God protects a person. Not the God who is in the photo and I am away from him, he is away from me. I want me. Right now I am in trouble. Come on. Somewhere have nishtha. Either way Guru nishtha, Ishwar nishtha, or Pitra nishtha, Matra nishtha. Kahin to marna सीखो. Somewhere drop the ahankar totally. Somewhere, one place. Drop yourself totally in this whole world, in this whole Brahman. Discover one place where you see God and finish yourself. This is the secret of happy life. Is it clear? Not clear? ये निष्ठा होनी चाहिए. ये नहीं कि हम भी जिए तुम भी जियो. ये हमारा तुम हम नहीं रहेंगे वहां पे फिर. You have no value, you have no existence. I'm not living. You lose awareness that I'm living. You only see Shiva is living, Krishna is living, Krishna is living. That is called Shauryam. Either have Guru Nishtha, Ishwar Nishtha, Matra Pitra Nishtha, or Atma Nishtha, Atma Gyan Nishtha, which Nachiketa had. He was given all temptations by Yamraj. You take kingdom, you take damsels, you take everything. He says, oh, no, I want only Atmagyan. You know the story of Kathopanishad. Somewhere you have to forget everything. The system requires following things. Dekho, ahankar is a very weak thing. It has no ball. It is like a small child. Little one person can kick him and he can't do anything. Ahankar is like the baby who cries a lot, shouts a lot, but has no strength. You know, small baby is there, 2 months, 3 months. He can cry a lot, shout a lot. But if somebody kicks also, he can't run and kick that person back. Our ahankar is like that. I can scream a lot about you, about him. I can't do anything. Because ahankar is such thing, it wants its own separate existence from the God. The desire to have a separate existence from the God, separate importance from the God, separate joy from the God, separate existence, separate joy, separate importance. These three things, this is called ahankar. Therefore it is easily, and anybody can, and please, let me tell you, there is nobody, and it cannot happen, that in any system, everybody will always give you that existence all the time. Even your son, daughter will trouble you at times. Closest people can do something to me. Forget about the neighbors. Ahankar is a very weak thing. You can easily shake a person. Like the child can be thrown. He's a very weak ahankar is there. Mamkar is a very, if I'm attached to somebody, that person who is attached, he can easily influence me. Today my son's mood is not good, I'm also not happy, Swamiji. How to make his mood? Give one slap, he will be okay. If he can't give me, I'll try. I'll never slept, but I'll try. Mood is not okay. Let him be. No, he is my son, I cannot live. Pagal. With one pagal, you have also become another pagal. Because you are attached, therefore one foolish person has made you another foolish person. Sharam nahi aati aapko. He is foolish. Why should you become foolish with that person? Because you are attached, therefore you become foolish. Keep a distance with everybody. Attachment means your mood is my mood. Your joy is my joy. Your birthday is my birthday. Your dead day is my dead day. Your beauty is my beauty. Your ugliness is my ugliness. हर जगह हम अपने आप को डाल दिए. I have become, what is it called? Tail of somebody. And he has become my horn. We both are like tail and horn. His horn, he keeps on hitting me, and I'm like tail. I keep on, taking away the flies all around him. Moment you have attached, you have become tail of somebody who doesn't give any value to you, and he is the horn. He keeps on kicking also. अरे वो है, हमारा तो कुछ संबंध नहीं किसी से. निष्ठा means you are dropping your ahankar and mamta, and then you are asking for what? I am for you only. You can't be for two. Moment you are for two, then you are cut. Then you are bipolar. You know that they were saying bipolar disease. That will happen then. This is bipolar personality. One day I was asking what is bipolar. So they all told me, I don't know where they experienced. So extreme, they say he goes into extreme joy, extreme sorrow, extreme anger. So moment you are split, that I am God, अपन God का भी है, इसका भी है. अपना भगवान शिव भी है, भगवान कृष्ण भी अपन का, बॉम्बे वाले हैं ना, तो अपन का ये भी है, और ये मेरा बेटा भी है, लड्डू और रवि. और लड़की है शांति, बहुत अशांति करती है, वो है. और आई हैव माई सन इन लॉ ऑल्सो हुज नेम इज जावी. व्हाट? जावी. सब हमारे बच्चे, ये हमारा बच्चा, मेरा बच्चा, ये है. एंड इन फ्रंट ऑफ गॉड, तेरा तुझको अर्पण क्या लागे मेरा. ये कोई दिमाग है? बाइपोलर पर्सनैलिटी. यू आर द वर्ल्ड ऑल्सो. गिव फुल्ली. हमको पूरा दो, अपना पूरा दो हमको. गॉड्स ओनली रिक्वायरमेंट इज गिव मी फुल. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियर्वा. ऐसे नहीं चलेगा तुम्हारा. हाफ नहीं चलेगा. 50-50 बाद में कर लेना कहीं. I want your body, I want your mind, I want your intellect, I want your life. And for that, you have to give up all smallness. Can you? If you can, that is called shaurya. That is called spiritual shaurya is there. You know why? Because finite and infinite can't coexist. Finite to finite love can coexist. Love for the child, love for the husband, love for the dog, love for the cat, love for the neighbor, love for the, mother-in-law, all can coexist. Love for God and attachment with the world can't coexist. Because one is ahankar oriented, another you have to dissolve the ahankar. You can't have both. Duramete viprete vishuchi. ये धोखा हो रहा है. You are cheating, and cheating doesn't work here. शौर्यम is क्या? माम एकम शरणम व्रजम एकम अनन्याश्चिंतयन्तो माम. Alone, me alone. Ananya cheta satatam yo mam smarti nityasha. I want yourself completely. So I should not work for the world. No, you can work for the world. No, you work through the world for me. You work through the family for me. Don't be for any person. Because all are finite and all are false. Don't work for the false person. Don't be sad for the false person. Don't be sad for the false ahankar. Live this life of sadness or falsehoodness. You are holding on to the false. And the God says, I am the truth. How can you hold the true and the false together? You cannot hold that. Your holding power will be less. Dam chahiye. Shauryam. Aruni was there. Guru Bhakt. You know Aruni's story. Guru said, go, it is raining badly. My whole field will be eroded. Go, go, go. Put the mud. Put a dam. In the night he went. He had only one thing. Guru Agnya should be followed. I have to see that this flood doesn't erode the soil and wash off the crops. He tried his best, but whatever he tried, the rain was so, the soil was eroding it. He lied down himself in that cold weather and took the whole water on himself. He didn't come back to the ashram. Morning Guru and Bole, Aruni, where are you? He said, here I am. He said, I'm not seeing. He was all in mud. He said, I could stop this water here. At least these crops were saved. He said, what about your comfort? What about your ego? Bole, I'm not living for it. He said, get up, beta. All knowledges will come to you without studying. Moment you get connected to the God, infinite power, infinite knowledge, infinite love, infinite security, they dance around you. You don't walk with you. The king of whole Brahmand walks. You don't sit with you. The king of whole universe sits. You don't talk. The Nayak of the whole world, he talks with you and for you. You get a walking, talking, dancing. That God you need. Life is not for flimsy people, small people. Life will eat you up. Situations will eat you up. If you have ahankar and mamkar, I think your life will become some kind of hell. Either it is hell or it will become hell. It will not be well. This is the name of hells actually. Ahankar is the name of a hell. It is not, never it will be well. Please don't tell. Shauryam is this. आसान है क्या शौर्यम होना? Spiritual world is easier or what? हमने पाठ कर लिया थोड़ा little Ramayana part I did, little puja I did. हो गया spiritual world क्या? 1 hour tour spirituality is over. 24 hours he requires my attention. 24 hours, 365 days, 7 days a week. There is not a second I am not off the God. There is no interruption in my love, in my attention. Then his power says, now it is my turn now. You give yourself. Whole spiritual life is everyday practice in subduing your wrong self. That is the whole practice is there. How much you lost yourself and how much God has filled you. How much God you have. Still you don't have. Keep on putting effort. You do sadhana outside, but actually you are obliterating your small self inside. You do jap puja outside, but you are feeling God inside. I am talking outside, but I am feeling God inside. I am not talking to a person. This talk is a means to fill my God and get out of my small self. To remove the distance between me and God. I want infinite power. I want lot of love. I want lot of power. I want lot of knowledge. I want deep meditation. I want deepest jap. That is not possible unless he gives. Got it? This is Shauryam. Don't depend on any person. Person, what can he do? He himself is nothing having there. Depending on any person is like sitting on a broken chair. All are broken chair. What do you depend on them? He is depending on somebody else. God is only dependable. He is only protector. Protector, lover, giver. Lover, protector, giver, teacher. He alone is. And I am telling you again, he has to percolate each cell of my body. Each cell of my body has to become Shiv. That outside Shiv doesn't work here. His Ganga should pervade my each hair. His third eye should pervade my each notion. Then only that person will become what? Shivanand. That person becomes of the nature of Shiva. Chaturtham yam manyante. Sa atma sa vigneha. And for this, the heroism required, what? To mentally live this. Physically don't live. Mentally don't mentally don't go for joy from anybody. Mentally don't go for attention from anybody. Mentally don't go for honor from anybody. Mentally don't go to get some accolades and clapping from anybody. You can live with everybody, but not for anybody. You can talk to anybody, but let that talk aim somewhere else. That Shauryam is required, but because you give it up. You don't have joy of God, but you have a faith that my Guru said, I will have that joy. I'm not satisfied with the small things. There's lollipops, others can take that. Lollipop of family and lollipop of having a, and baby and grandbaby, let others can take. I'm not satisfied by small. I will give up everything. The heroism to give the smallness in me. Which is smallness? My expectation, my lust, my anger, my competition, my inferiority complex, not conflicts, complex. My inferiority complex. My own physical comfort. I am not going to be satisfied. The dissatisfaction, the tremendous dissatisfaction is required. For what? For what? To remove this ahankar in me. This is Shauryam of a person. Gopis had that Shauryam. Bharat had that Shauryam. Bharatji had that Shauryam. Lakshman had that Shauryam. Hanumanji had that Shauryam. That is mentioned by the word Shauryam here. Spiritual valor is different. It's not the valor of killing something on the outside. It's the valor of killing inside. That Hanumanji could go in the Ravan's palace. He was searching Sitaji, you saw that. He saw all the girls and ladies in very inappropriate positions and dresses. And he was seeing everybody because he has to see Sitaji. Not a single moment was there where he had a single, even a wave of passion. Forget of wave, little ripple of passion was not there. That valor was in Hanumanji. That was Mahabali, Bajranga Bali, that is a Bajrang. No lesser thought can penetrate his body. That is a Bajrang he had. Atulita Balaman, that is the Bal of Hanuman. Why? Because already it was full with Ram. Where Ram is there, Kam can't enter. And he was searching Sita. Mata Buddhi and Bhog Buddhi cannot be together. And this impenetrable world cannot enter into you, so much God you have. That is called Shauryam in your life. Time is over. We'll see tomorrow.